drunk at the bar, at the club, posting all these pictures. But now, Pastor, all you see is people playing board games with each other, doing crafts with their kids, FaceTiming all their family, playing games. Now everybody is coming together. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yes. Hallelujah.
And I feel that we should not neglect this time. That many people over the last couple of weeks have just been watching TV and eating and wasting the time. But I feel that we should use this time wisely. But then God said, what are you asking us today, God? And in verse number 40, this is what he said. But he said unto them, there's two questions that God is asking us today. And the first one is this: why are you so fearful? Amen. I'm telling you here, and I'm telling you out there on Facebook, all these things are happening, but God is telling me and telling you, why are you so fearful? Not that you're afraid, but the word fearful means timid, cautious, or cowardly. He said, why are you so timid? Why are you guys being so cautious? All you people who call yourselves Christians, but you're afraid to lift up your hands. You're afraid to witness to people. You're afraid to use the gifts that I gave you for me. Why are you being so timid? Why are you being so cautious? Why is it when you get around your buddies, you want to be all cowardly when it comes to the things of God? You talk a big game on Facebook, but when you get around your buddies, my name don't ever come out your mouth. Why are you acting like a coward? You don't want to get involved. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. Why are you being so timid, oh man or woman of God? But then there's those that are out there that you want to live for God. There's hundreds, dozens, thousands of people, especially the people that are watching today, that you know deep in your heart, you want to give your life to Jesus. You want what is better. You want to be a good person. You want to be a good man. And you want to be a good woman. But you're scared of what everybody's going to say about you. What are my guys going to say? What are my girls going to say? They're going to think I'm a flake. They're going to think I'm soft. But let me tell you, you commit a crime, you do what they're doing and go to jail, and see if any of them busters come and write you a letter. You see if any of your so-called friends will send you any money on your books, all these people that are holding you back. Your husband is holding you back. Your wife, your girlfriend holding you back. You want to live for Jesus. You want to be like all of us in church. But you're being too timid. And Jesus says, stop being scared. None of those people died for your sins. None of these people that are yelling in your ear died so that you can enter eternity in heaven forever. None of those people love you like Jesus does. So why are we worried about what they have to say about us? Stop being timid and do the things that you want to do. And the second question that he asks is this, in verse 40. How is it that you have no faith? Or in other words, where is your faith? I know a lot of good people that are watching on Facebook, and I know that you believe in Jesus. And I know that you believe that living for God is the right thing to do. Right now, I might have some kids that are watching, and they know what's the right thing to do. I got some brothers and some sisters that might be watching, and they know what's the right thing to do. But Jesus said, where is your faith? And a lot of us have hidden our faith. We buried our faith. A lot of us who believe in God, we take in our faith and we put it in the closet, nicely in a box, and we put it right up there, so that whenever we need it, we can go to it. But what Jesus is saying through all this stuff that is going on is go and get your faith. Go find your faith and get it back out. Don't let your faith rest in the wisdom of men, but let it rest in the power of God. Because I'm telling you that God is coming back. Jesus is coming back. And when he comes back, he's looking on the earth for faith. And he said, when I come back, will I find faith on the earth? Those who have faith, God will say, let's go. But those who have hidden their faith, those who have buried their faith, much like the man with the talents, and said, well, God, I was scared, so I would not bury the talents in the ground. Just like God said, depart from me, you worker of iniquity, cast into everlasting darkness. The same will be said of those who went to hide their faith. The Bible says that without faith, it is impossible to please God. We are saved through grace by your faith. And I plead for anybody there that's watching on Facebook, I don't know who forced you to put away your faith. I don't know who persuaded you to put your faith in a box and put it underneath the bed, thinking that at any time I can pull it back out. I'm asking you before time runs out that you go get your faith, that you blow it off, that you dust it off, and that you make that faith a major part of your life, because that is what God is trying to get us to do. And the last part of this, in verse 41, it says that they feared exceedingly, and they said one to another, who can this be that even the wind and the sea obey him? Who can this be that the whole world has to obey him? Who is this that can control the whole entire world and shut it down? Can control it, can persuade it? It's Jesus Christ. Right now the whole planet is under his control. Just like that, snap the fingers, say the word, the whole world is shut down. It's slowed down. Every one of us, if we had a reason, we would say that we just wish we had more time. I wish we could add a couple more hours to the day. And that's exactly what God has done. I'm telling you this morning that God is up to something. He's given us the time to get right with him and to get our lives back in order. And somebody say amen. I want to read this to you, one last scripture, and then we're going to going to close out in a prayer. It's in Romans chapter 13. Romans 13, verse 11. It says this. And do this, everybody that's watching, everybody that's listening, everybody that has an ear to hear what God is saying in 2020. It says, and do this, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now our salvation is nearer than when we first believed. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Therefore let us cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. Let us start to walk properly as in the daytime, not in the revelry and drunkenness, not in the lewdness and lust. But let us walk properly as in the day, not in revelry and drunkenness, lewdness or lust, not in strife and envy, but put on the Lord Jesus Christ and make no provision for the flesh to fulfill its lusts. I ask God what is really going on. And I firmly believe that God has made this time of peace and quietness for us to have the opportunity to do the one thing we all truly want to do, and that's to get our lives right with Jesus. Amen. I saw something on Facebook that said something like, God has created the world's largest altar so that we can all get our lives right. And I ask you in this time that you don't miss the message. Who knows when another opportunity like this will ever arise? When we have all the time, when we have our family right next to us, who knows when we'll ever have this opportunity again? So all those on Facebook, I hope that you got the message. I hope that you don't miss the message, because this whole thing is done for us. I do have condolences for those who might have lost their lives or loved ones to the COVID-19. It's unfortunate that these things happen. All of us understand in life that we are all going to pass away at one point or another, whether it be sickness, whether it be cancer, whether it be old age. We are all going to go at some point. But with this whole thing that's been going on, I pray that you wake up. I pray that you take action. I pray that you hear the words that I said to you this morning. And more than anything, don't miss the message, what Jesus is trying to tell us. If you guys could bow your heads with me, let's just go to God in prayer. Father God, we thank you, Lord, for your mercy, and we thank you for your grace. We thank you that you love us enough to go out of your way to bring us back to you. God, there's many people on the other side of these screens, God, that don't really go to church that often. But I pray that you touch their hearts, God. I pray that you touch their minds, God, and let them see and let them feel the things that you want them to see and feel. I pray that, God, that you would change their hearts, God, and let them see what life is really meant to be. To love God with our whole heart, to love our families, and to spend our time with you. We all know that life is short, God, and it's not going to last forever. Thank you that you've given us this time to reconcile them with you. Lord, I pray that you would bless every person that watched this. Let it remain in their mind and in their heart. Let it remain in their house and in their spirits. We pray, God, that you would have your way. Even with COVID-19, we pray that your will would be done. We ask you all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.